FIA returning to the ring tonight, starting the Grit Challenge. 8 competitors will be competing gauntlet style for the chance to win $500. Before FIA can think about $500, before he can think about the next set of opponents, he first has to get through the humongous Harrison H5. Not even extra leverage from the top rope can give FIA an easy win against somebody the size of H5. Trained through MDWA, coming up the ranks in MDWA, Harrison H5 has become an amazing competitor to watch here in this promotion. When or if FIA steps into the ring, we will begin the Grit Challenge for $500. An 8-man gauntlet-style matchup. And for both of these competitors, they get the short end of the stick, having to potentially outlast 7 other guys to get to that money. And H5 starting off strong. Off the ropes, ducks under. H5 with the strength catches FIA mid-air, and a follow-away slam sends a very big FIA over H5's shoulders. Huge running splash into the corner. FIA's not feeling good after that one. Neither feeling good with that chop. Those big hands of H5. Ripping away at the shirt, wanting to see some skin. What impact from that chop. One more time goes H5, but FIA scouts it this time. But runs into the big mitts. H5 once again slams it into the mat. And one more time, following through. And that spells the end for FIA. Harrison H5, though, continues through the Grit Challenge. He'll remain in the ring, awaiting his next opponent. Poor FIA doesn't know what hit him. The next competitor in the Grit Challenge is Tez Cash Carter, It's in the name. He wants to have it. Cash is in hand, but who doesn't want to add $500 to their account? Oh, making it rain in front of H5's face. H5's not going to be happy with that. But from behind comes the fresh Tez Carter. Close near fall, but that could have been it. Goes to show you how fast things can change in a gauntlet-style match. How quickly momentum can shift from one competitor to another. And that's the nature of gauntlet matches. H5 already lasting through a whole matchup. Having to outlast another person, a fresh person in Tez Carter. Here are blows that normally wouldn't stagger Harrison H5, but again, he's spent from the match before. Maybe not yet. Still with something left in the tank. Harrison H5. Those forearms are all that is needed to take down Tez Carter. And the splash in the corner, signature splash from H5. Whips him into the other corner. Goes up for a side slam. And H5 with some time to regroup. Some time to compose himself for one more pounce. But no! Sends himself shoulder first into the post. Carter runs right into a spear mid-air. And another victory for Harrison H5. Three ain't enough for him. He needs more. And if that second pinfall wasn't enough, Tez Carter is lifeless, motionless after a devastating mid-air spear. He's going to need some help going to the back after that maneuver. And here comes the next competitor, Danny Blaze. That's what's in store for you, Danny Blaze. Seen Tez Carter get carried away to the back. Is that same fate in store for Danny Blaze? Blaze, as we know, is a crafty person. Crafty competitor. But that is what's standing between him and $500. Our third match is underway in the Grit Challenge. Harrison H5 so far is the Iron Man. It's Danny Blaze going for top rope axe handle, but not enough to put down the huge H5. But that knee strike takes him down. Danny Blaze may have surprised himself getting H5 off his feet this early. But if stamina and energy was a problem for H5 before, it's going to be more apparent now in this third straight match for H5. The calculated competitor, Danny Blaze, targeting the limbs of H5. Trying to set something up, but those long legs of H5 are hard to maneuver. Senton. Does Danny Blaze. H5 might be in trouble. Blaze scales the ropes once again, hoping to recreate some success from the top. But no can do, says H5, slams him back into the mat. Could this be it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A 5 count from H5 once again. And Danny Blaze shoveled out of the ring by H5, who's putting on a showcase in the Grit Challenge. Tyler Dean is next up in the Grit Challenge, and normally, if this was a normal singles match, odds would not be in Tyler Dean's favor. Bumping shoulders with, we know the history between Tyler Dean and Danny Blaze. Dean not phased. But as I was saying, odds would have not been stacked in Dean's favor. But in the Grit Challenge, we have seen H5 outlast 3 competitors, 3 straight matches. This is the best shot that Tyler Dean is ever going to have against H5. Tyler Dean showing H5 some respect. In the Grit Challenge, you have the option to immediately start your match or allow for a 30-second break. And that's what Dean's doing. Show respect to H5. He was again outlasted 3 competitors. Can he make it 4? Shoulder first into the post. Dean scales the top. Drop kick doesn't back down H5, but Dean back on the attack. Trying to blow away at the midsection of H5. Dean again, back to the midsection. The midsection might have been already damaged from the senton by Danny Blaze earlier. H5, too big, too strong. Talk about size of disadvantages. This might be the biggest one I've ever seen. But Dean still fighting back, scales the ropes once again. H5 catches him and slams him down once again. This is what put a lot of competitors away, and it does again. Harrison H5 has beat 4 competitors in a row. Who is going to stop Harrison H5 in the Grit Challenge? And can it be this next competitor? You saw the handshake from H5 and Tyler Dean. But I don't think Rick Cartier is going to be shaking hands with his opponent. The beauty of the Grit Challenge is seeing different matchups and different styles of matches. This is going to be a hoss fight between 2 of the biggest competitors MDWA has to offer. The match is going to begin immediately with a show of strength. Who's going to take the other off their feet first? You would think H5 would be backing down, but there is no quit in Harrison H5, outlasting 4 competitors. Cartier rubbing the cables of the ropes off the face. H5. H5, you know he's spent. You know he's tired. But I said that in the last matches. That hadn't stopped H5 just yet. Chops into the corner from Cartier. Can you get H5 up? It's going to be tough. But he's going to try for it. H5, not going to let it happen. But instead, Rick Cartier goes for the eye poke. The low road goes Rick Cartier. Sending him into the corner with a big lariat. Sends H5 down. A big hip attack to a downed H5. Obviously, Rick Cartier, the fresher man, hasn't had to outlast many opponents like H5 has for the past 15 minutes or so. But H5 still with some energy left in him. He wants that $500, but so does Rick Cartier. Sending H5 over the ropes. And as I mentioned, with the new rule change with the MDWA, that is a disqualification. If anybody knows the rules, such as going over the top rope and disqualifications, Rick Cartier knows it, but he's not happy. Cartier is out of the Grit Challenge and is out of $500. But remaining in the match is Harrison H5. Outlasting 5 competitors. 5 pinfalls for H5. And here comes the other half. The show out and show up show. The MDWA Tag Team Champions. And working man Roy Williams. Here's another man with some size that can match up to H5. Maybe not completely, but Roy Williams has, like many has had in the Grit Challenge, is the freshness. It's now been 20 minutes that Harrison H5 has lasted in the Grit Challenge. Roy Working Man Williams is coming in fresh. Rick Cartier. Roy Williams taking advantage of Rick Cartier from the outside. He's not happy, missing out with $500, but there's no reason to attack Harrison H5, who's been doing such a phenomenal job in this matchup. Being an Iron Man for 20 minutes, outlasting 5 competitors, including Rick Cartier. Without saying, Roy Williams electing to immediately start the match thanks to interference from Rick Cartier. H5 might need some help. He's lasted 20 minutes. And that left leg might be hurting. And we saw earlier in the Grit Challenge, Danny Blaze attacking the limbs of Harrison H5. Roy Williams is just going to add to the pain that H5 experiencing, especially in the left leg. Could be his knee. He's going to continue in the match, continue in the gauntlet. Williams ripping away the padding of H5. No, H5 is tired. I know he's giving it all he's got. And Williams is in a great position to capitalize. Circling around his prey like a predator. And eyeing in on the left knee. Has been damaged throughout this match. Williams is a big man himself. He knows the way to defeat a big man is to go after the base, to go after those tree trunk-like legs. Harrison H5. And viciously, he continues to go after the left knee, maybe. Harrison H5. If it wasn't hard enough for H5 to continue in this match, he's going to have to do it with evidently one leg. Those limbs, those long limbs of H5 helped him get to the bottom rope, break up that submission, but Roy Williams is not going to let up. Clubbing away at H5. Not only is he doing this for $500, but maybe Williams can avenge H5 defeating his partner, Tez Carter. Wait a minute, H5 rolls him up. And yet again, H5 has survived another competitor here in the Grit Challenge. Now, I've lost count of how many pinfalls this has added up to, but Williams can't believe it. Williams was in control the majority of this matchup. You saw him attack the left knee of H5, and despite that, H5 continues rolling in the Grit Challenge. Nearly 25 minutes have passed in this match, and that is 25 minutes straight that Harrison H5 has to endure.